Do you always feel foggy headed? You used to be able to do 5 tasks at once and never have any trouble keeping track, and all of a sudden now you can't do even 2 tasks. You go into a room, you can't remember why you went in there. And you notice that most of these cognitive problems that you have started in the last 2 or 3 years when something went a little haywire in the world. So the reason you can have decreased cognitive function is those red areas are the arteries that supply the brain. And if you have decreased blood flow into the brain, you can have cognitive issues like short-term memory issues. You can feel like your head is full of fluid and it just feels heavy. This can be coming from several different things. One can be inflammation. There's something that happened in the world to lots of people that is showing that it caused inflammation to the system. Number 2, structural issues. Your neck from the side should have a C shape like this. When the upper neck is injured, these strap muscles called the scalenes can go into spasm. It can pull the neck straight. There's lots of research in the literature that shows when the cervical curve straightens, it decreases cerebral blood flow because those arteries, one of them called the vertebral artery, crosses or comes up both sides of the neck inside of the vertebra, and when the neck becomes straightened, it puts stresses and strains on those arteries that are supplying your brain. And the third thing, this is the atlas. It fits right underneath your skull. What passes through there is your spinal cord, a lot of the arterial blood supply into the brain, venous drainage out of the brain, and cerebral spinal fluid from the brain down through the cord. We call this a choke point because structurally, if there's a disrelationship from an injury and that vertebra is locked, it's affecting that choke point of all those important factors, and it can affect the delicate hydrodynamic balance of pressure inside the head, which can affect cognitive function. So if you're someone who's dealing with these types of problems and you've been everywhere and no one's been able to help, leave a comment in the comments section below. We can help find a doctor in your area that specializes in correcting this most critical area in the upper cervical spine with no yanking or twisting of the neck. 3D imaging is used. It's a precise, gentle correction. The goal is to reposition it and get it to stay put so the body can naturally heal back to how it was intended to be.